हाँ हाँ
Facebook. Let's तो आज हम बात करेंगे. Today I have few things to say. Yeah, how to prioritize your time.
इट्स वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट. समटाइम्स हम गायब हो जाते हैं.
Prioritizing your time. How to manage people. ये भी एक काम होता है day to day. Then performance. I'm going to talk about performance. And then finally money.
Okay.
So these are the 4 things I'm going to talk in this session. So I'm going to take you, this will be available in the group so that people can go and watch the replay.
Okay.
Okay. अभी तक live stream नहीं हुई. Let me just check. All right. Let's see. थोड़ा लेट कर रहा है. Live streaming is not happening. Let me just see. क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? पेज पे करके देखते हैं लाइव स्ट्रीम होता है.
हाँ पेज पे करके देखो. कई बार उससे हो जाता है.
So live streaming is happening on the page. Okay, अब live है. Great. So thank you, Meena, for joining early and being there for so many minutes as I was trying this. Sooner or later, आप भी अपना ऐसे weekly training, like you go to launch in December, right? I'm so excited. आप भी करोगे weekly trainings. So good. Okay. So basically, since you are there in this meeting, I want to share कि this kind of sessions जो weekly होते हैं, this is to nurture the community. So community are of 2 kinds. एक है हमारी free community, which is there in your webinar group. Free webinar group हमने बनाया था. And there is one called a paid community. People who have paid and joined your program and they have taken any service from you. So like that, you will create 2 communities. And you can have this on WhatsApp or you can even create it on Facebook also. Okay, so benefit of having it on Facebook is people can put their videos and engagement is different. WhatsApp में it is only messaging, more on the chat level. Facebook में आप अपना बहुत सारे information share कर सकते हो. So when I started in 2020, I started with Facebook groups. और काफी time तक I was doing my communities there. I was doing the trainings there. And later, like after 1.5 years, when I got my LMS, when I had a paid Zoom, I started to do it in Zoom and WhatsApp groups. Okay. So this is how it is. So this is one of the calls for our paid community. Wednesday is a call for my paid community where I come up with a topic. I help them, which can help them their business. Okay. So today we are going to talk about how I manage my time. Okay. And then second, we are going to talk about how I manage people. And third, we will talk about one I had written it, just a minute. The last thing I'm going to talk about is money. Yeah. The third one is performance. How you become a high performing individual. Okay. So these are the 4 topics. So I'm going to start with a small presentation, which I actually ran through in the Graphy session. So maybe that will also help you, understand कि मैं इसे कहाँ जोड़ रही, like, where it is, where this conversation we can connect. So welcome, Sumati. Good to see you. You're on mute.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, hi. So this session is now live streamed on my Facebook page. Later, I will be sharing the link so that people who have missed can go back and watch the replay of it. Okay. So like this, as I was talking to Meena, I was telling her, like, you can also create your own community where you can engage them with some content like this, which is enriching and helping them with their coaching and training or anything around your life. So I am a business coach, so I would rather focus on business and how to be more productive and effective in what you're doing. Okay. Good. Any questions before I start, Smriti?
So this is about what is it you're going to see now, right now?
Yeah, today I'm going to talk about 4 things. One is how to prioritize your time. Second, I'm going to talk about how to manage people. And third is performance. Whether you set a goal, are you reaching the goal? How are you performing in your business? And the last conversation I'm going to make is about money.
Okay.
Okay. So this is more or less a combination of all the trainings I did this month. I've put everything together because many people missed the previous week's conversations and they were asking for recording. So I deliberately redoing all the topics so that people are able to catch up with what I taught in this month. Plus they can go back to this training again and again if they want to
Yeah.
Want to retouch upon certain topics, because this is something as a business owner, it is ongoing. Prioritizing your time, managing people, seeing your performance and making money is part of your business. So there's nothing that you can park it like I will take a look after few months or few weeks. It's like, it has to be managed. It has to be managed in a way that we are reaching our desired goals. Now, before we go anywhere, let me connect to the why you are doing this business today. Okay. So everything that we do in our life, whether the degree that we chose, the partner we chose, children we have, everything, career that we are pursuing has a why. Okay. You may be at a certain level in your career. You may be at a certain level at your relationship. But we can always go back and touch on the why we really committed for this kind of work. So I really want to hear from you guys, if you can unmute or talk about your why. And let's look at this why in a different way today. Okay. Yeah. Who wants to share? You're on mute, Sumati.
I just missed because a mom called me. It
No
is
problem.
I
No.
couldn't. Yeah, sorry. Just tell me what is it that we need to share right
Yeah,
now?
I want to know your why. Why are you
Why?
doing this?
Okay. Yeah, very much. I'm ready to share here. The why of why I started this online coaching. A strong why is generally I think it's more about me, where I love to share my knowledge, and that is my what is it called? I feel the more joyful. I feel my highest when I give people the kind of uh, maybe mentor them or guide them, whatever, and see happiness in their face. This is for me inbuilt personality, something. So I found this when I knew that, and this online coaching is an opportunity to reach more people, because I've been in a clinic one-to-one session where people come to me therapeutically only. We treat them in a way that something, a very severe treatment we give them. But here I found that the knowledge that I've been gathered and my experience and my learnings, all that, I was having that urge and kind of to share and bring a difference in their life. So I want to be in their life, in every women. So that is one of the primary reason. I want to, be present. Maybe I don't know how to put in words exactly. Maybe I would love to see in every household, every woman, I would love to see my version in them. Maybe you can say indirectly like this. I want to generate more Sumatis, because
Good, good, very
I
good.
I cannot be everywhere. So I realized that I cannot be everywhere. So, but I wanted to leave Sumati everywhere.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. I'll ask few more questions. I'll come back. Meena, what will you share your why? You're on mute.
I want to die empty.
Want to,
All right,
what,
all
what?
right.
Want to die empty.
Oh,
Empty.
okay.
Nothing. I'm not going to carry anything along with me. Not my knowledge scale, my parts, body parts, and nothing I am
Same,
going
bro. Same.
Great,
Both
great,
are
great.
same
So
only.
you want to give it away and go. All right. So even for me, let me share my why. Like because this is something you can always ask yourself every day in your business.
Yeah, yeah.
Why are you sitting on this seat and why are you here to, make that difference? So definitely what brings me here is definitely like creating the impact, helping people make money. That is something very close to my heart. When people make money, I really feel great, feel good about that. Oh wow, I helped someone find financial freedom or something that they desired, especially in the finance area, because I personally struggled in the area of finance when I was doing business. So I really know that no, the spot is really not a great place to be. Rather help people and they enjoy that, no, they really see worthy of themselves being an entrepreneur and whatever idea they have is selling. Okay. So this is one side of it. Like we want to give, like no, what we are giving, we are contributing and very good things. But there is an inner side to this. There is an inner side to this where it is like maybe I could say somewhere it is a selfish desire. This not many people know, or sometimes maybe you may not be even aware of it. That what is the real why behind this? What is that? What is that you are going to take away when you do this work?
Yeah, I totally agree what you're saying, Anjali.
Yeah,
Because each and everything that we do ultimately comes back to us. Like it's come from our need only.
yeah.
So as you told, it's converting a pain point to a more meaningful point. So here, maybe it could be something where I want to feel worthy or feel good about myself, because somewhere I felt I'm not being valued since my childhood. So this Sumati, she feels more valued and feel more good, worthy enough, whatever. Only when she contributes. That is what her rule of life may be. Because I think, yeah, another one. This is one thing. Second point is, maybe I'm a person, as I told, from a childhood, I've been observing me. I love to see people happy around me.
Mm.
I always want people to be happy. Then that only makes me happy. So it's again about me only. So it
Yeah.
is my need that I want everyone to be happier. So That is the
Yes,
thing.
yes.
in
Good, good,
whatever.
good. You're able to catch it because you're already in this zone of doing therapy. So you could easily quickly answer this. Meena, do you want to share anything? What is there inside for you? What is there for you?
किसी काम काज का ना होके किसी काम का होना. I am useless, but I am useful. So
Yeah,
turning
so somewhere,
useless to
yeah,
useful.
so somewhere there is a flip conversation. Being worthy, because inside we are always constantly reminded of not being worthy of it. So we do things that we are constantly reminded that we are of worth. People value us. We do things because inside, deep inside, that unworthy conversation is there. It's a flip side. And it's always good that we catch ourselves, like, see, if we see, it is again a trap of survival. Like, no, though we have left our regular life and we are following our passion, we say we are following our purpose, but again it is somewhere programmed in that survival mindset only. We are surviving in this world in a different way, right? We are trying to be do things, great things, so that we are appreciated, we are valued, we are respected. Now even further, there's nothing wrong being that way. We have been that way because it's all about us to survive in this world. Now there is a third layer to this. Third layer to this is even deeper. What I see, the money that you're going to make out of this business, what does that really mean to you? Because that's the very a desire that you want to fulfill. And if that desire is strong, that need is strong, you will excel in your career, especially this business. So I want to look at the third layer.
So what I understand is you're telling the second layer is more about your emotional need or kind of thing. This is about the material need.
Yeah.
So what are we? Why am I want it? Yeah, definitely. As you told, my story started only by some arisal in my some kind of issue in my family where we need a need of monetary.
Yeah.
It is there, self-sufficient only, but still due to some debt, I suddenly had an issue coming up in my life when it taught me a lesson. I was always relying on my husband. I thought my husband will clear the debt. Why can't, And then I suddenly thought, why can't the women also do that? Why can't I contribute? So that incident, this issue that came up in my life, whatever challenge I faced, it taught me a lesson. Even I could earn money and I could also do something to the family. And that is when I decided, I didn't decide actually consciously.
Yeah.
I somehow came into this because I was in a clinic only always. But I don't know how I land up in online coaching. So, but I was asking my divine inner, my intuitive that, I want to earn more money. That was the intention I was telling because the need was there. So,
right.
And then
very
that's
good.
landed. Good. That is why I landed in Ranjani's set.
Yeah. So
because and then one
see,
day, why am I here? And then I was able to join the dots then.
Yes. See, you won't be surprised to know this. Like, I also have that same why, because I had a debt out of my previous business and really don't want to be that at place. I really wanted to return the money. I really want to settle that accounts. I really don't want to be someone who lost and made sitting on a financial loss. No, I really wanted to shift. So that pain is very strong for me. So, I really want to get out of that zone of being in debt, or people asking me money, or giving me messages like, when are you going to return, like that. So that is a strong why for me. And like, as you said, like, very much we attracted this the same problem. So Meena, would you like to add to this? Do you have something deeper beyond your impact and emotion?
Somebody is coming and asking me something for help, and that too for money. Sometimes I feel यार होता तो शायद मैं दे देती.
Yeah.
Very true. What Meena is
और
saying.
सबको ऐसा लगता है कि बहुत सारा है मेरे पास, but somehow वो वाला part नहीं कर पाते हम.
Correct,
We are
correct.
not
So
able to.
we are not in that abundant state. Anybody
Correct.
can ask money. I can give it. I don't have I won't even shrink or to give any kind of money. No, you really don't want that kind of level of freedom that you can help in an abundant way. So again, it's a loop. As I said, there is one phase that is showing impact, purpose, and a lot of a motivation, inspiration. Behind that, there is an emotional side where inside the inner child says, no, I'm not worthy. And we are all constantly trying to prove ourselves like we are worthy, we are valued. It's kind of a kind of a validation, but somewhere it is connected to our own self. And further deeper is the desire to make that money, that kind of money where you are kind of free from all the other constraints that life brings when you don't have sufficient, right? The one that you desire. So this is clear. This why is clear.
Ranjan, I have a question here.
Yeah.
This is something nice, kind of, this step you took us for 3 steps. But yeah, what about people? What about many women there who also have the same kind of a state where they come from a scarcity, like, I'm not, see, it's not about that feeling of unworthy, not being good enough is always still the graveyard. The reason is we are falling short of what we are. Like, for example, I want to be a so much business coach, the gap is always going to be there. So that not enough is nothing, it's not a kind of fundamental, it's like a fundamental evolutionary
it is going to be there.
Yeah, but so what is that deciding factor that differentiate from other women with us where we took action? So according to you, I just want to ask you, maybe I would like to ask you to throw light on it. What makes the difference of their women? Many women are there. I know still they're feeling unworthy and they also have a need there, but they don't take action. So what makes a difference here?
Yeah. So the answer is very simple. It's the pain of not having that kind of money. It's so painful that I really, I don't see when you have some burn, it's like itching, it is like irritating, it like we put some ointment to cure that burn, but that burning is like, I really want to, but people are seasoned with that kind of pain, like they're
maybe they're ignorant.
They're numb in that. They have become numb in that pain, that they are not taking action.
Okay. The body conveys. It's an emotional, we call it as GPRS, where it always conveys, but people are like so busy, and women know most of them, though they are having that problem, like, the money problem, whatever they contribute, maybe they attribute to some other person, blaming the husband, blaming situation. So as you say, that is another thing, maybe they're not taking responsibility, like, or maybe they don't have the confidence, they lack the resource that, even I can.
Yeah. So they don't see, first of all, they become part of it. It's like living in the septic tank. In one of the personal trainings I've seen, if you're in the septic tank, after some time you forget that you are in the septic tank, right? The environment becomes normal to you. It's the same, and you're seasoned in that conditioning, and your rewiring is like, I'm not worthy, I'm not lucky, I will never have it. The motivation is also below ground zero. So the first thing to come out of this is to really feel that pain, that it is so painful, like I don't want to be here, like there is everybody has that barrier. I can't take beyond this. There are people who go for divorce, there are people who leave certain situations. It's a breaking point. They're not in the breaking point, they're seasoned in that condition, and they are like, they have given up, or maybe their belief system is like tuned. And for them to really awaken, they need to really awaken to the new life, new light, and then take action. So the awakening is not there. That's why we say the sessions that we do, these webinars are for that awakening.
Okay.
First time people will be like completely cold. I don't understand what she's talking. Yeah. And slowly, when they listen to multiple times, then slowly it will start making sense. Oh, she's talking about me only, right? And then that from cold to warm to hot to your client. So this is what I wanted to show you today. You have to really touch their pain points. So your messaging, the content that you create, it's not about just giving a rosy picture of an amazing life, happy. You have to really go deeper and catch their pain, how it is when it is painful. And some people in the pain are so numb that they no more feel the pain, right? So problem you solve is good. So I can skip this slide. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. The awareness, it's a large audience. 95% of audience is in the cold zone. They are dealing with their life the way we were few years back. And we invested in ourselves to, awaken that desire, so that we can overcome with all the motivation, the emotional charge, the help we get from programs and mentors, and then we are each day pulling ourselves in the other side, where where life is, where there is more to life rather than struggle and survival. So this, I hope you get a sense of how you have to take your prospect to the journey of really becoming your client. And if there are 100 people, there are only 1 or 2 people who can be your potential clients. So if you have 100 people in your WhatsApp group, there are only 2 eligible with their mindset to do your program, because they have reached that level of desire that no, I don't want to be here, I want to be on the other side of the bridge. And since Sumati is there standing, let me go and take her help and be on her side rather than be on this side. You getting? Okay, so let me talk about the rest of the point, the prioritizing time. Yeah, before this, I want to know, let me stop the share. I want to know, how are you managing your time? Like, what is your structure? How are you doing it now? Before I tell you how I do it. Yeah,
Oh,
Meena,
you
you
just
want
say
to
that.
share?
I to wake up in the 5 o'clock and start my rituals from there. And once I reached home, so I spare 1 hour or 1.5 hour to,
Yeah.
so that I already hired a cook for the evening. मेरे को अपना आके ये काम करना है, so that time I need to invest on myself only. This is
So
how I'm managing my time.
Yeah, so evening you're putting at least 1 or 2 hours, and morning 1 hour or 2 hours, right? This is how, like, mentally you have fixed key. I will put one in the morning, and after I come from office, I'll put. Okay, good. So this is in the mind. What about you, Sumati? How do you spend time for your business?
Yeah, as you told, 4:30 I get up and I spend time for myself, exercise, all that stuff. And 8:30, 9:15, 9:30, I sit at my computer. I do every day I do copy ad, posters, like that, stuff. And then after that, I again, after the break, again I work through. Sometimes I have counseling, online counseling, people from overseas or one-to-one, that goes on sometimes, or my NGO activity will come up. So at that morning time is fully like, I mix up both my online as well as my counseling, as well as sometimes not very much. And afternoon, I take break by 2 o'clock, and 3 to 4 is my silence. Everything switch off, my computer, everything. So I ensure that, and then I don't pick my phone till from 3 to 4:30. And then afterwards, again, 3 days I have a week in my clinic. Or else if it's not today, it's not there because of the rain. So I'm using for the business. I'm taking, like I'm attending this.
Yeah.
So
I will,
spend
yeah.
2 hours. There,
Yeah,
2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours.
Okay. So I will taking like 2 hours in the morning and maybe 2 to 3 hours in the evening.
Yeah.
This is, let's minus the session you have with your clients. You're working on your business. No, not in the business. Like in the business is like you're having sessions with the client. Minus those sessions, you're working on the business. Like what next you have to do the strategy part. So I would say 4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours only.
Average, you're doing 4 hours. Good. So Simi, I think Simi has just got started yesterday only. I fixed her calendar. So I will.
Yeah.
I will.
What about you, Ranjini? What about you?
Yeah, I'll share now. So what I do, I will share my calendar and show you. So what I do, this is one practice which I have taken from my first coach. The first thing she did is to prioritizing the time when you're building your coaching business. And she started, she told me like start with 1. So I'm going to give you the formula of 1, and then you can expand it to 2, 3, 4, however it works. Okay. So for Simi, I did, everybody else should also have this structure in your calendar. So 1 hour for content. 1 hour for content, and that can also combine with course creation. So the content is all for social media. You must roll out 3 to 5 content per week on your social media. And we have already talked about it, like blog, video, quote, and all of that. Something to share your message, your what kind of service you do, or what is the next thing that is coming up in your community, anything around your business. So 3 social media, 1 hour, like I'm talking 3 social media content per week. You can invest 1 hour per day to really create that and post it. With that, you can also start working on your course. Like, for example, Sumati is doing the poster, the ad copy. These are all part of the course and any other material that is required to deliver the course. Like you do workbooks, you prepare your course, you set up your Zoom, you create landing page. This is all around, delivering that course to your community. So this is again part of content plus course. This is one. The second part is connecting with people. That is called your networking. You must spend some time to connect with new people, either on message or over a call. So this is like another 1 hour dedicated for connecting with people. And then the final, I'll show you like how my calendar is. Final hour could be, just a minute, I'll share my presentation once again. There was one slide for this. Yeah, here it is. So I talked about content. I talked about branding, where you talk about your prioritizing your time, and then the intention. So I'll stop this. What is the third and fourth thing, Simi? I told you course, content, message, and calls. Other than that, you remember anything?
Yeah, sorry, I'm speaking continuously. 1 hour content, 1 hour course, and 10 messages, cold messages, 2 calls.
Yeah. So I'm going to share you my calendar, right? So this is for today. So everything that I need to do in a day, I schedule it on my calendar. If you can see this is today's date. 9 a.m. I will put one story, 10 a.m. once, because my new mentor is now telling, put stories. Because story marketing I haven't tried. So I'm using story marketing strategy, which I'll teach you in the upcoming sessions also, how to use stories for marketing and getting leads. So she
Facebook story, you mean?
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram stories. So stories, she told me 4 to 5 per day. So since I'm starting, I can't do 4 to 5. So I started with 3. So if you can see, I have put everything that I do in the calendar. My calls, the follow-ups. I will message and follow up, or message and connect with new people, or message and follow up with people who booked a call with me and they are going to be a potential client. So there is a time that I spent on messaging and sending emails to my prospects. So whatever content I rolled out on social media, I send it as an email to them also. So they get an email also. The recent blog I published, the recent video I uploaded on YouTube, follow-ups and emails. And this is part of messaging. Simi, this will come later, because now only you are connecting. Once you start getting a continuous flow of leads, then you need to start follow-up conversations also.
Okay.
Some people may not join today, but for the next batch, we need to keep them warm. So there has to be a follow-up strategy that I will teach you later. And then let me show you another day here. This is yesterday. It is pretty much same. And other important things like my son's therapy session, because I need to make sure his bag is packed. He's taking things what he needs. My children's tuition or whatever, their coaching classes. I put all my important things to be taken care, where I'm the accountability. I put it in my calendar. And the only way to know what is the next thing I have to do, I just need to look at my calendar. So and minimum there should be 3 to 5 important tasks that is relevant for your business should be there on your calendar. This is beside all the other calls I do with my clients. It doesn't include this call, weekly call, or my coaching calls. It's only about how my business is going to grow, expand, everything and anything around, the performance of my business.
Okay, say
Okay.
suppose, yeah, say suppose
Yeah.
you fixed up a time like 5 to 6, you have some work, as you said, you have set a time there, but
Hmm.
in between you got a call. So what do you do then?
Now I don't take calls at that time. See,
Okay.
when that's why I'm very specific. Like I will take calls after this time only. I don't take random calls. I don't speak to people, or you don't even respond to messages also when I'm busy with my work. Only
Mm-hmm.
when I have that the next task and this has some time, I then take on my phone and look at other things, and any other thing has to be attended. So set up your calendar and build a practice that your calendar should run your life. And you should be able to set up calendar not just for this week and entire month. We have to build a capacity that our calendar for the entire year is set up. All the
Barbara.
events, all the sessions. For 1 year, you're completely booked. You know when you're traveling, you know when is your retreat, when is your summit, when are the offline, online events. You're completely booked. This is a training and development I've learned from Landmark Education, where I did the team management and leadership program. So they tell us, like the CEOs, they have their entire year plan on their calendar. If they want to know, yeah, Smriti.
Ranjani, but I usually do this diary, so we do not carry everywhere. So you mean to say in the phone we put everything?
Yeah, calendar. It has to be a calendar, because start a habit of updating your calendar, because no matter you go anywhere, whether you are accessing through mobile or laptop, you can access your calendar. And when other people are booking your time, let's say someone wants to book a time with you, they can see your calendar and see whether you have another meeting or not. And when they see that you have another meeting, they can clearly choose the time where you are free so that they can book the call.
Which calendar you're saying? Calendar crawl or the Google Calendar?
Google Calendar.
Google Calendar, how could they see?
There are certain ways where you can access. Some people keep it public so that people can access and see their times. And this is especially happens in an organizational setup. Like you want to meet another manager, the account setting is done in a way that the peer can see the calendar so that he can book the time accordingly. He won't put it randomly and then 11 o'clock we'll meet tomorrow.
So you can see my Google Calendar as well.
See, unless I don't know, I can't see your Google Calendar, but I have sent messages to people where I could see their calendar. So I don't know whether this is some kind of a setting where you can allow other people to see your calendar.
There is an option where you can allow people to see your calendar, your location and all. So you need to be that setting has to be on.
Yes, it has to be just enabled so that when people are booking or putting you in a meeting and giving mapping your email to it, they can clearly see whether you have another meeting at the same time. So this is for you. So whatever I'm talking is for you, not for other people. Okay. You set up your calendar and you go to your calendar. Okay, this is the next start. Even my journaling, my gratitude journaling is there on my calendar. Morning, the first task I need to complete is to gratitude journal. It's there on my calendar. Every simple, smallest task, I don't, otherwise, this is how my life is. I am managed by my calendar. And there are only few days where it is completely free. There is nothing to look at. Those are the holidays. Otherwise, your calendar is fully booked with tasks.
Actually, whatever you said right now, it's really important. You should discuss this. I mean, whatever you just mentioned, right? The gratitude journal or anything and whatever you do. I think that's really important for all the rest of the coaches to know, like how you also run. I mean, that's really
that's
important.
why I'm taking this as a weekly group call where people can access this. If I have to show you my other calendar, This is
So
my
is the recording going live?
recording is also happening, and it is going live also on my
Live where?
Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
Can you see the gratitude journaling is also there on my calendar? Yeah, these are my
It's very
calls.
exciting.
Yeah. And another rule that I have is I don't take more than 5 coaching calls per day. You must fix the number of coaching calls. If you are doing one-to-one or group or whatever format, don't go for coaching more than 4 to 5 calls per day. It will drain your energy. So if you can see, no, I can see how many calls I'm doing. I have 3 calls tomorrow. The max I will go is 5. And no, if I can accommodate one as a 6, but 5 is standard. Beyond that, your time and energy is very critical. Okay, so you got everything around the time, so that I will move on to how to manage people. Yeah, so this is very clear. Prioritizing your task and putting everything, so that this takes some time. It has to be built as a habit that you are. This is very common in US. People look at their calendars, emails, but we only look at WhatsApp. Indian communities like that. We only look at WhatsApp.
Yeah, I actually wanted to tell that to Sumati. Ranjani has informed me this last week, like yeah, exactly 2 weeks before. But it has not still, I have not digested it. Now I am breaking, I am actually asking her simplest to the, she may feel, what is she asking? But I'm asking all the questions to her for me to get the clarity on how do I do, what do I do. So that once I'm clear in my head, then I can, and I have told her actually yesterday, I'm not someone who can do it in Google Calendar and all. Then she told me, like, the present generation is that, and you have to, you have to do, coming out of that pen and paper, you have to do this. Then, okay, whatever the mentor says, I am in now that frame.
Yeah, good. So the one side of it, we'll work deeply on the one-to-one calls. I can go down to see your calendar and how you're booking your calendar. And we will get down there, like the way I did for Simi last time. But I'm just telling you, this is how, as a business owner, you should operate in life. Okay? You know your time is precious, and you should be clear where it is focused. All right? And you are tracking it. Most important. All right? Now let's go to people. Now, these people are there around you, your family members, people and friends who call you, and extended family. And then there are peer coaches and other people. And then you have a client community or your target audience. All right. So often we tend to distract or or maybe disturb. I would say distracted by peers and what is happening on social media, what other people are doing, looking at other people's posts. We get distracted. Oh, this is happening, that is happening. Oh, I am here. No, we get into that judgment mode. The other part is disturbing. There are people who come and say things to us which really disturbs us, and that is very very likely to come from a family member, right? Because closest the one, the harder the hits, right? So how do you manage this? You must, because these are the people who kill your time as well as energy, because you will keep thinking about what they said, why did they say, how did they say, and all of that, and your time will be running out, and other important things will go to a toss. Okay, so very I have learned to master this, like I would say 8 years of my entrepreneurial journey. So I'll give you one example, like
8 years of
entrepreneurial journey, entrepreneurship.
Okay.
See, these are certain habits I built with years of practice. It doesn't come in a day. I remember I filled all my calendar, and next day I was the same person, nothing got completed. There were days like that. 2020.
Thank you for that.
2020, beautifully, I will colorfully do the calendar setting, green color, yellow color, orange color, and nothing is done. Then I slowly realized, no, let me schedule 1 and complete, then 2 and complete. It's not about fancily scheduling myself. It's about really doing what I said I'll do. Okay. All right. So coming back to people, I'm just
Thanks for sharing this, Ranjini, because even actually I was feeling low. because you gave me last week. This week, I told you I have not done anything. I have not touched at all. After the meeting, I have not even seen because I'm not comfortable in my head. Computer is not something for me. It's like that.
Yeah.
So thanks for sharing that you were also like this.
Yeah, it took me years, I think maybe 2-3 years to really regularize this. And this could happen only with a mentor. I can tell you, it can't be done alone. It's only somebody there to who can hold you accountable. You will bring this in your practice. Otherwise, it can never be achieved alone. All right. Now, coming back to people, from my background, my family, doesn't like what I do. And there are many things they don't like about what I do. So it's not just the one thing. And definitely there are people around you at home that keep complaining, like you didn't do this, you didn't do that. They never see how much work is getting done, how much effort. We always feel that the validation is not coming, and we easily get demotivated and disturbed because of all those comments and judgments around this. So you must have a strong boundary. I've really made it very clear in my head. My expectation of myself, is different from what other people expect of me. And I will be more true to what I expect of myself rather than fulfilling on what other people want from me.
I didn't get that word. I'll be more.
I will honor my own expectations of myself rather honoring other people's expectation of me.
That means you value yourself more than anyone else.
Correct. So
Yeah,
it has to be a very, very, see, the moment I go and talk to my mom, there will be a fight in 5 minutes, an argument, because, you get triggered very easily, especially when you're with your family members and people who know you for years. And then having invested for so many years, so many lakhs in personal development, I used to feel, what happens to me when I go home? No, I need to master this. My mind is not really trained to deal with my mother. Right?
Ranjini,
So,
I always, so just to share one more thing.
yeah.
I always say, I published a book last year, no? So I told very clearly, if a person is going, is able to, measure their mental health or their strength, the best way is to know is they have to live with their mother and father continuously. If they are able to be very peaceful and very happy, comfortable, and heart to heart with their parents, then they are completely trained.
Yeah, true. And so much.
Ranjini, you continue whatever you were saying.
Yeah. So what I'm telling, I barely meet my parents like once in a quarter or once in 6 months. I literally stopped meeting them and even calling them, because they will say something and it will trigger my mind and gone. The rest of the mood, rest of the energy will go for a toss. So how do you protect yourself? So I literally stopped calling my mother, because I told myself, this is draining my energy. I can't, allow her to, hijack this. I have trained my mind not enough so that people can hijack my energy. Don't do that. You need to really build a very strong boundary. Yes, Meena, what you're shaking your head, tell me.
I also stopped.
Yeah, you also stop. So we are all in the same boat. And if you have husbands and partners around you, then yes, you will have a constant complaint box running. This didn't happen, that didn't happen. And somewhere I have muted all that, and I'll do what is needed. I am responsible. I'm taking accountability. Let's rest, be peace. Everybody be happy. I'm in that mode, like things settle down. But see, the point here, what I'm trying to say, you can't
How did you achieve that?
You can't keep fulfilling other people's expectations. You can never be that, like, I can make my mother happy and my husband happy. No, it cannot happen at the same time. You need to really get this. Only one person can be happy, whatever you do. So you choose which one you want to be, make them happy, mom or husband, and done. Over. No more argument and no more killing yourself, like, oh my God, I did this, and my husband is not happy with me, my mom is not. No, don't get into that. Do what you said you will do, and you honor that thing that makes you happy. Like, yes, I said I will do this and I did this, and that's it.
So you
Strong.
achieved that in considering that whatever said and done, what your
Yeah.
peace is more important than anything else, and you
Yes.
will value yourself more.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
Recently,
Okay.
because now my mom doesn't understand what kind of message I throw on social media, because that language it doesn't register 6 figures, 7 figures. And she rarely talks about my profession to me on the call. She will talk about children. She'd never touch upon that part. Okay, what I am doing professionally. And even I don't go and discuss about this. Now, recently in the last Sunday call, she just said, "What are you saying this 7 figure, 6 figure? Are you paying your taxes?" So this is just one sentence, and you can imagine how much it can trigger me. I was like, I can bring the entire past year with that one statement. But I was so peaceful, when I said, because I can notice the energy change there. I can notice something is shrinking inside me when someone says and invalidates you. And I very, with a big smile, I said, "Don't worry, mom. This time, if I have to go to jail, I'll go alone. I won't take you with you." And you won't believe, I was so much at peace. I was like, how did I achieve this? Otherwise, I will feel very, I will feel so hurt inside when I say this, like, how could, there's a hurt inside me. But I was not hurt. I was so much at ease and peace. So like, finally, I've come to a state where I can face these kind of, statements and be with it. It is practice. You need to, have some mechanism to save your energy. So this is also part of being a business owner. You will get these kind of invalidation, judgment from your competitors, your clients. This is just family I was talking about, because this is something you can't run away with. But there are unforeseen situations where some client will come and say, "Hey, this is something crap. I want a refund. No, I don't want this." You should be able to deal with such situations as well. So that way you need to save your energy, your peace, that how you can be okay with the situation and deal with people around. Okay, any takeaways, anything you want to share before I move on to the last?
Yeah, I agree. But here, maybe being a psychologist is an advantage for me. So, what I did in my life is not about right or wrong, it's about each one's need. So, I strongly believe I'm a person would love to, what to say, would love to be very loving. I want to be, give the best to my whatever relationship. So, whenever I had hardships in my life, discomfort with my daughter or my husband or my I started working on it. So I strongly, as you told Ranjani, it's good that you have really trained your mind. It's a wonderful, because a lot of awareness and lot of conviction you have done that. So my way of working is different. So I deliberately and I willingly I worked on my because I believe that it's a blueprint. So I heal my blueprint. So for me, maybe prioritizing. So for me, that's a top priority. The relationship is for me. Maybe each one, as I told, each one is different.
Yeah.
It's okay. As I told, you may leave it, for some time, and then. So I've been working on the relationship by healing my blueprint. The moment I changed my blueprint, the relationship became better for me, because I don't go and change them. I only change my blueprint, and it really works wonders.
Yeah.
And that is what I like. That's my forte. That is my expertise. Like, how is your business coach? Mine is I'm a more of a relationship, my mind. So I think
What do you mean by blueprint?
a blueprint is a set of beliefs and a paradigm that we carry in our head. They say, destiny. We only write it within age of 7 years. So it's our choice that we rewrite it in the neural pathways. Those neural pathways determine our life. So we have to rewrite it.
Yeah. And see, the only place to work is yourself. That is what I'm trying to say. I can't go and talk to my mom and really screw her day, my day.
That is
the only place I can work is me, myself, my mind, and my energy.
Correct.
And do everything that you can protect it. So
it
you
shows
can
how much you love yourself, Ranjit. It shows how much you honor yourself.
Yes. So that is one thing about energy I want to say. It's just that I gave an example of family. It may happen in the professional environment also. There will be people like Meena, for you, the corporate world is common. Like people will come and really, screw yourself.
They always try to something at the back and feel key. And
Yeah.
I always feel कि ये लोग हैं कुछ तो कहेंगे.
Correct.
The same.
So it's there. You need to, and I keep giving these advices to my children also, because now they are teens, now they're facing all this in their, so it's like it's part of it. Now they see that there's a good side and a bad side, and we have to go with both, right? Yeah. So moving on, the last part is performance. Each
I
one of
need,
you.
I have two questions. One
Yes.
is when you set the Google calendar, after every task there was a strike. So did you strike it or that happens automatically?
I have to strike it, mark completed. I
Okay.
showed there is one.
Yeah.
Once you're
Yes.
done, go and say completed. I've done this.
So
You
you do
feel
that
good.
at the end of the day?
Whenever I'm done, like whenever I get the chance to look at my calendar, I'll go and
Okay.
check. I'll go and check after every hour how much task
Huh.
pending, how much to do, and I'll keep doing. So that my calendar is my tracker. What I need to
Got
do.
it. Got it. The second question is, how can I share my Google Calendar to anyone else?
That there is a setting, as Meena said, I will let you know where is that setting. Usually it is
Okay.
not set, because for everyone it is private. You have to deliberately
Do,
make it.
will you share it now and show?
No, I haven't done it for myself because my
Got it.
calendar.
Understood. Understood. Thank you.
I will
Thank you.
find it and I'll let you know. Okay.
Sure, sure. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So finally, coming to the performance of the business, we all set goals like we will do a webinar, we will have these many clients and this blah, blah, blah. And we don't reach those goals, right? There are always misses and misfires and all of that. So performance of business has to be measured without, it's like the game India played and we did not win the World Cup. So there will be people who may be like still crying, like, why did that happen? Getting emotional, or you seeing it as a game. We played, we had the score, we had to do this, this happened, this did not happen, move on, next game. The captain cannot sit with the loss of the World Cup and screw up the next tournament, right? It is the same with the business also. You have to let go what you did last time, see what you did, what did not work for you. This was the score, this I did not achieve. Take the lesson learned and move on. Don't go back to the past again and again. Last time this happened, 2 years back that happened. Have your focus on the future rather than the past. But definitely take the learnings from the past. Like, last time I did, it didn't work. So next time when I do, I have to really strategize it so that I'm not doing the same mistake again. All right. So there are two things I have to say. Two kind of people will be there. You may find it very easily. People who give reasons and people who give results. There is only two domains in performance: reasons or results. And I want all of you to be in the domain of results. Always look from the perspective like what can be done next so that we can do better and achieve our result, rather talking about that happened, this happened, rain came, Wi-Fi was not there. Don't run your life inside reasons. And this is not just for business, it's just for life also. You may have a goal to lose weight. You may have a goal to go for a dream holiday. You may have many other goals. Every year we set goals and then we have a reason. I didn't have this, so I didn't do this. You should be a person who's only conditioned and trained and tuned to be a performer. To be a performer, results is where you should be focusing, rather giving reasons and finding excuses. So wherever you are, watch yourself what you're talking about. Am I giving an excuse or a reason? Or am I talking about something that is going to push me towards the next result? Okay. Anything anyone who have to share? Because This domain I have learned in leadership training. So my mentors will always say, so we have to catch ourselves. What are we speaking? Am I giving a reason, or am I taking the responsibility to create result? Yeah.
Yes.
Anything anyone has to share? We'll do more work on it, but always start watching yourself. No, how you are speaking. You are a leader. You are not reasonable. You are somebody who people can vouch on, like, no, yeah, this person has said she will get it done. That kind of person, right? She's a result oriented, high performing individual. And finally comes the money part. No matter how much we work hard, sometimes we don't make the money that we really set a goal on. Now here, the conversation is the relationship you have with money. The game changer is that. It's not about you working hard enough or not. Did I do? You may feel, oh, he doesn't have a good English, but still he's making so much money. We feel like that. No, I am so, I have so many degrees, and this fellow is for fifth fail, but he's crorepati, right? The only difference between these two people is the conversation they have about money. And the money conversation, I'll give you a tip, which I have maybe I have trained myself to be at that stage. The days when I was very attached with the money I spent, you always feel, oh, I spent this. There is a feeling, something is pulling me inside. I lost this money. This money was wasted. I could have done much better than this with money. The attachment to the money that you have, the challenge you will be having to make money also, to ask money, to charge money also. So the place to work is to work on the attachment you have money. You should be easy to deal with money, easy, fall in love with numbers. When you look at your profit and balance sheet, you should be very easy. It should not be like a heartbreak. Yo, I invested and it lost, and so much pain in my heart. This will not get you abundance. For abundance, you have to really have your hands free, open to receive. Like that, you can't hold in your hands. No, it's a mindset. It's a complete mindset, right? Be free, be easy with money. The more ease you bring, the way you deal with money, the ease you will bring in charging and living in that abundance. Like Meena was telling, someone asked for money, I should be like, le lo, 25,000, 50,000, lakh rupees, I'm easy to give. You can make that money. That ease, right? So this is since it is going more than an hour, I want to quickly finish it. And I would say the way I am spending now, I'm making also in the same speed. But when I was constrained, the way I spend, I was constrained to make also. Okay.
So is there any kind of, according to your experience, of how to let go that, that when you're spending, there is something happening within us.
Yeah.
Getting less or something.
You should go and put some money in the dustbin. Should have practice, so that you can let go and be with it. Be okay. Oh, I throw it in the dustbin.
You're telling me,
Really. It was one of our assignments during our webinars for money conversations. They asked us to throw money in the dustbin or give it to someone and just don't ask anything. And it was
money is Lakshmi, money is so.
That is the attachment, Sumiti. That is the attachment. Something that shrinks you. The power that you have. We are so attached with, oh, this is Goddess Lakshmi. We should not throw it. We should keep it polished, put it in pocket. It should not be kachra.
Oh, you mean to say that value that we are getting attached to it.
Yeah.
But they say no, when you respect only, it will respect you.
You should be easy on money. You should be easy to give, easy to throw, easy to burn it also.
How do you explain that? But when you say no, they say no. When what you give, only you get back. So if I'm throwing in the basket, it's like
it is an attachment you have with what you're doing rather than the value. See, the currency, consider you're given some dollars. Dollar has no value in India. You can't monetize that. The dollar has value only in the US land, right? It's just a piece of paper which has a value. So we are so much conditioned with that value. Oh, value, God. And that is, so it needs a lot of training. You have to watch yourself when you're spending. It should not be like something went away from you. It should be easy. Should be at peace physically, mentally.
That's what I found. It is not at ease. So recently I started working on that. I always feel like, when I give it away, I count and do something. I go to see the tag. And when I give the auto wala or someone not to come for so many hours, I'll be counting. Oh, 15 minutes more. Somehow I'll keep less. But what I did was this time I consciously I didn't look at the meter, nothing. I got down the car, I told how much. I'm 600.
Very
I'll give
good.
it off. I didn't
Like
do it. I was astonished. I was like, wow.
Amazing.
So that's the first and tag, not looking tag. So I'm reversing the behavior now.
Correct.
That's what I'm
See,
telling, right?
I never look at anything I buy. I just look at the final bill I pay and come. I never see this is cheap, this is low, this is
That another one wherever discount is very high.
Ah.
All this are cheap kind of thing.
I will be like, I want this, it is available, this is the color I want, that's it, put it in the basket.
When did you get this mindset?
It is again, 5 years of trading. I was like this, when I made that made me run into such a big loss in my business. I made huge losses. That time I realized, oh my God, my conversation with money is so bad.
So how did
Now-
you do that? How did you
It is like this, like you training yourself to be free. You have to let go some money, really good amount of money to really, that brain wire to change.
Yeah,
that
brain where I understand, but I'm asking exactly, is it like how I'm doing right now? See, I do healing part and I'm putting effort consciously. So is there any kind of you having a methodology of affirmation or
No,
maybe
no,
like
no. It is just practice. It's just catching yourself how you deal with money and just releasing it, being easy,
okay.
being easy.
Which is that mentor who told you to throw away money in a bin?
This
Is it really?
long back. Yeah,
So
yeah.
even I will do now. Can I go and just throw it and then after take it back?
No, don't get
Throw it
back.
away, that's it.
Throw
Maybe
it.
20 rupees, 100 rupees like that.
Something that really is very hard to do. Should
Oh,
Or you just give it to someone. Just give it to
giving it
someone.
to someone is also a good way, but it is like you again attach like, no, I gave a contribution. It is like giving. Like really losing that money for no reason.
Okay,
how
I got
that
this
makes
point.
How that makes you feel. And
I
you
will
have
do
to
that
get
Who
today.
told you? Who gave you that idea?
This
Tanzini?
is a money seminar I did long back, changing the relationship with money. So there were some exercises which made us realize like how constrained we are with the no, you crush the note. The note that you have, no, you crush the note. You observe how you feel when the note is crushed.
Okay.
And you
And then put it back.
throw it. You will realize how your body is reacting.
Okay. And I don't want that kind of thing, thinking that, oh, I'm disrespecting it. No.
You should be at peace. This means nothing to you. It's just another piece of paper that went in the trash.
Okay.
Being with easy with
Simi, will you do that, Simi, today?
No, not
Let me
ready
do-
as of now. I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I
So
won't do it. I'm going to do it today. I'll
yeah.
tell you
So
tomorrow.
it is that like the more you know bring.
Let me know in case if you know my number, let me know personally in the WhatsApp.
Yeah, surely. I will message you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, because these are trainings like done in years back, but I can realize it only, years later that, oh, really the wiring got changed that time during the training, but to get to your lifestyle, it took some time. When the lifestyle changes, you start attracting money and you have no idea of how money is showing up in your bank account. That's the magic of this wire change, this programming change.
So you did observe. Then what you're saying is when you let go the attachment, you saw the difference.
Yeah, I saw money coming to me very easily. The way I can spend, the much faster it is coming in loads. So it's just a change of mindset, how you deal with it. Okay, start working on it. As we progress, we'll do more. Okay, thank you so much for being
So
there.
you spoke about Google timings. The second topic, what did you speak about?
Energy, working with people.
Yeah.
And third is performance. Be a performer rather than someone giving excuses. Fourth is money. Because out of all of this, always you want to see money in the bank, right? So that's how it is measured. For that, these are one of the blocks. People don't attract money because these are their blocks. They need to work on the blocks. It's not the strategy or the skill or your degrees. It is your mindset.
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
Chalo, bye bye. Good night.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Amazing.